Yeah. Heck, man. American pickers ain't got nothing on me, man. Hello, junkers, resellers, thrifties, dumpster divers. Did I ever say thrifties? I missed your line, kitty.
Thrifties.
Trash pickers. So today it's bad. I hope y'all are doing well out there. It's been a while since I did a Mountain Junkers video. Of course, we're always, no matter what we're doing, we're always junking. If you go over to Idaho Hillbilly and watch, man, it is mushroom season, and mushrooms during this season just take over our lives. And we're actually going, what is it, 6 weeks? We're probably the longest picking season we've ever had, and we're still picking them. We're today and tomorrow we're going to be listing, so make sure you go over to the eBay store and check that out. Because we've been getting stuff here and there. Obviously, with all the craziness going on, we've been doing a lot of things different to get stuff. But yesterday we ended up going up, and actually not everything was scored here, and this is not everything that we've scored this week. We have 2 more boxes of stuff, but this is some of the choice stuff that we did pick up, so I thought I'd show you guys a few things that we picked up. Here we go. First, of course, because books don't sell, man, I always pick up books. But a couple of Idaho books, man. This is actually Pacific Northwest, and Idaho and Oregon. But the passageway to the Pacific is the Snake River, but Lewis and Clark didn't know that. That one I'm going to read before I sell. And then this one I've actually read twice, man. This is amazing. Pans, Picks, and Shovels, gold mining, Valley County. History project composed of writers, researchers who donate their work, non-profit organization. Very good read. Said I've read it a couple of times. Dude, it is warming up out here, man. It's time to get rid of this felt hat, I'll tell you that. And then, I guess we'll just start right here. These are something that Miss Kitty just loved. Stock by. And it's a American Artware. And it's enamel on the center right there. And
is that enamel?
Huh? It feels like enamel.
Okay.
Isn't it?
No, I just thought it was painted. I don't know for sure.
Alright, I had to go take care of my dog. He's losing his mind. And then, even when we're out junking and stuff like that, man, we're always, and these are not for sale, always mushroom hunting. These will be in Miss Kitty's
my collection
or kitchen or something. I get her a little mobile home or whatever. And then belt buckles, man. A lot of people say, "Oh, I can't sell them belt buckles," and la la la. It's all about the ones you get. And like this one, I've never seen before. I got company. Never seen this one before.
Is that Tim?
This is Anchor Steam Beer, made in San Francisco since 1896. Never heard of it. So this one could turn out to be a dang good buckle.
That one, I believe, is a radio station.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, okay. I didn't see the 1370. That's funny, because when I found this, because I wear, which I'm not too happy with King shoes right now, but I wear a lot of King shoes. That's exactly what that is. That must be a King, what's the matter? Dying back there. Radio station. But I thought it was King shoes. But that one, I don't know about that one. Got those. Picked up this. It's not that old or whatever, but I liked how it was kind of engraved in there. Glacier Park. It's missing, slingshot. It's missing the rubber part, but I just thought it was kind of cute. And it was like nothing. And this, man, this is one of the scores of the day yesterday. And this is a king cutter, with bone handles. Snaps into place. And see, I thought when I got this, I've been carrying a buck like this for 20 years or something now, 15, 20 years. And it's got the lock blade on the back here, which I love. I think that's so amazing. I thought Buck was so amazing. Well, looks like Buck was just copying King Cutter. Look at that. And that turned out, that thing right there, we can't even find the exact one, but the one close was what, $200?
Well, 175, I think, is what they was asking. But it wasn't even close. It was a different blade, and it was just a And it had a different handle. It had a cap on this end.
Oh,
a cap here and a cap here.
Man, and it's a 5-pin, or a, 5-pin.
Yeah.
Yep, 5-pin. Actually, a 6-pin if you count the pin.
Pin up there. Yep.
So amazing knife. What I'm gonna research it, find out what I can, and then this one I'll probably be running at auction. Man, something like that that's such a rare, and really I'd like to just keep it, but the value of that's what we do. That's what we do, man. We say that a lot. Get some. I want to keep this. Holy crap! And this thing, man, I just thought was so amazing. Yes, it has some staining and all that, but it's got the little hand finish nails. This has all been, machined or whatever. I don't know how they did it, but Hollywood, California, with old Buck and Bronc. I mean, that mother is old. I just thought that was so cool. Had to have it. Then this whole tray, just because it was gone fishing, it's actually fairly old.
Yeah, it's a vintage one.
Yeah, Blakey. Let's see where it was. I put my eyeballs on. Made in Hong Kong. Well, we don't get too much stuff out of Hong Kong anymore. And then these, well, first I'll show these trees. These are for us too. We hit wall hangers, and then they're kind of
3D.
Stick out, 3D
dimensional.
and stuff. Man, I just thought those were so amazing. We have some other different pine trees. Kind of goes with our collection of some mushrooms, I guess. So I'll show. Oh, and then this. These I always pick up. This comes out of a mess kit. Man, 1945 on that one. And I'll tell you what, these, man, you get you a little sheath for that. These are amazing mushroom knives. But that's a nice little mother. All right, was that all the? Oh, and then this is pretty cool. What did we decide? It's a
Chameleon.
Chameleon. And ironwood chameleon. Just beautifully done. Pretty. I just thought he was so cool. And then these were, so that's all that jazz. Well, except for this. Here's another one of the scores of the day. Oh, and I did score, and I didn't bring them out here. I picked up a pair of White's boots, which I used to wear whites. All my kids wore whites. Even Miss Kitty wore whites for a little while. She didn't.
No, I did not like them.
They hurt her feet. So. But picked up a pair of whites for pretty much nothing yesterday. It's my size 12Es, and that was a pretty good score. So that was another score of the day yesterday. What else did we score? This, that, knife, and those boots, I think, was the biggest scores. It was a pretty good day. That was just yesterday. We scored those things. Some of this other stuff was not yesterday. But anyway, so I picked up this paddle, man, because we've got our boat, we do some boating and stuff, and then we're wanting to get us a canoe for me and Miss Kitty. And I was just like, wow, man, this thing is like the nicest, one of the nicest. I mean, it is quality, and it's called the Jimmy Sticks. And I was like, wow, that thing is so nice. Then I get home, man, and I'm looking at it. Man, you got this extension with all the measurements and stuff. And I'm like, wow, this thing's nice. So then I punch it in. We're old school, man. But this is actually a paddle for the, those boards called that everybody's doing. Paddle boards.
Paddle board.
Paddle boards, which I've heard Kevin's done it. I see people doing it. I got friends and stuff. I see them on the internet and stuff doing it, and man, it looks like it'd be a blast. But so anyway, so I picked this thing up for a song and got on there, and these babies are selling for $70 to $75 plus shipping. So I guess I won't be keeping it for me and Miss Kitty. That was a pretty good score too. All right, now we're going to talk about Briar. And not every Briar horse or Briar anything is worth a lot of money. Correct. Some more than others, some not so much. Some they used to be. It didn't matter what Briar you had, man, as long as it wasn't chipped up and everything, a Briar was worth, $10 to $20. Not so much nowadays. So I found these, and the funny thing is, Briars does make other things than horses. And like this donkey, we had one just like this. That's been a couple years ago. And I think we sold it for $50 for the old donkey.
Because it was a specific donkey. Not all donkeys made by Briar are worth $50.
Yep. All of them made by Briar?
Not all.
Oh yeah, not all of them. And this one turns out, this is, one of them's called a chalky and stuff. You can get in and research Briars all day long. Yeah. And another thing about the donkey is that it's not stamped.
Right.
But it's still a briar. You know, and that's something you have to read into the research and stuff like that. And then like this I have not looked these up or researched them, but like this bucking bronc, most of the time these ones like this, man, I mean, look at him, he's just amazing.
His positioning is...
Yep, everything, and it is stamped with the briar. She wouldn't be able to get it in. And that's the other thing is the briar markings. You want to check the briar markings. You can age them and everything by the way that they marked them. You know, so there's a lot to that. All three of these horses here, I'll check out individual price, but I would say I'll probably sell, because I got these things for, you know, smoke and deal. And these three, I would guess, I'll sell these three together as a group, unless, you know, it turns out that, because one of them could be, I mean, look at that. That's
one could
nice.
be common, there might be some collector ones.
And that's when we'll research, and the stamp's always on their back legs.
Inside of the back
Yep, on the inside of the back leg. And it might be on the left and it might be on the right, just like this one, man. This one's on the, well, I guess they're both on the right side on that one. They're not always on the right, though, are they?
I'm not an expert.
Yeah, I'm not an expert. No, we've sold a lot
I can
of
look
briar
them up,
horses.
but that's about it.
But here's the thing that's cool. That's a briar. See, got the stamp on that too. I guess it is on the right. That one's on the right too. And that's a briar fawn. And then the funny thing was that there was a buck, you know, antler buck with these, and he had a chip on his antler and stuff. Man, I debated. And I thought, nah, not with the chipped antler. And then I thought, well, with the whole, you know, the whole family or whatever. So I went back and looked, and it wasn't a briar, it was a made in China, man. So that one stayed there. And then the other one, look at that mother. Not positive the briar makes it. It's briar quality. But there's no stamp or anything, but it could be like the donkey, so we'll be researching that too. So there's a little something on the briar horses, you know, and briar anything. Some of them, and they're like this, just like anything else. Some are worth the buck, some ain't. Man, we've been to sales and auctions where there was just hundreds of them. And then Cara, that was probably 12 years or 15 years ago. Remember she bought all those? She bought boxes. She paid, I think she paid like $100 or something like that for boxes. Really they were still in the boxes, man, and she made bank. And we were still doing flea markets at the time, so she went through, put the high dollar ones on the internet, and then took the other ones out to the flea market, and she did really well on those. So just something else for you to look out for out there. And man, I hope y'all are doing well through all this craziness and getting some junk in. Like I said, they're starting to lift some of the bands and stuff around here, for whatever they call it. They're stage 3 or whatever, starting to lift. It doesn't change much for us other than the yard selling and stuff like that. And we're going to definitely be out doing a little yard selling, but keeping our social distancing, so be safe and take care of yourselves out there. And do you have anything I wanted to talk about, Miss Kitty? We will talk about, because there's some changes coming to PayPal and all that stuff. If you've seen that on your deal, we haven't talked about any of the business into that, and we'll have to do that. One of these shows here coming too, man. We don't know if we're happy, worried, concerned, or what about it, so we'll see. Ain't much you can do about it. No. You know, it's your business, but there's some dude controlling it. So, other than that, man, keep your eye on the skyline and your nose to the wind. And if you're out there treasure hunting, hope you find some color at the bottom of your pan. See ya.